Terrell leads the nation in receptions per game with 11.5. He's had double-digit receptions in each of his first 2 games this year, he's the first Aggie to do that since Kevin Curtis in 2001. So you guys can go ahead and ask Terrell questions.
Terrell, Jason Walker with Cash Valley Daily. I'll start by asking you about that long list of stuff Doug just said. That's quite some impressive feats you've made in the first couple of games. Just how have you been accomplishing that where you're getting open, catching a bunch of passes, just always being open?
Honestly, it just comes from Sept up in the box and Coach Anderson making great play calls for everybody out there on the field to make plays, and just blessed to be in that position that I'm in right now.
Hey, Terrell, Brian Priest, KSLSports.com. On that note, I'm just wondering how you and Cooper have gone about developing the rapport that you seem to have early this year.
Yeah, it all started last year, honestly, when he first came in, and honestly, just from that, just started building from there because we know that we had next year to be able to play together again, so we had to just build up from last year from that. And it's been great so far.
Hey, Terrell, Al Lewis from KVNU and Logan. So you catch 10 passes in the first half. Are you tired at halftime? Are you glad you didn't have to play as much in the second half in a game like that, or what?
No, I was ready to go since my last year here, so I want to do whatever I can do to help the team win more. So, I mean, it was a good feeling, though, honestly, but I wanted to do more.
Hey, Terrell, Eric Franson with 106.9 The Fan. The last 2 games for Utah State against Air Force have been really big offensive games for the Aggies. But we know Air Force can be pretty stingy defense. What are you seeing so far out of their defense?
Honestly, they're very physical. Probably one of the most physical teams I played against, besides Boise as well. But we just got to get after them, like Coach said. Just make plays because their offense takes 10 minutes out of the quarter, so we have to make everything count that game.
I'll ask another one then, Terrell. Al Lewis again. The Iowa game, it kind of seemed like offensively was a slow game, and then you finally got your touchdown pass at the end of the game, and then you have the great game against Idaho State. Do you think this is a little – I mean, it obviously looks like a different offense than last year. Can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, we're only 2 games in. It's hard to judge and all that, but can you talk about that?
It was just, like I said, just a new season, starting a new season, so just getting in the groove of things again and getting to know other players because I'm the only starting receiver from last year that's returning, so it's kind of new, but we're still on the same page and working on stuff still, so it's going to be great.
Terrell, Brian Priest again, KSLSports.com. I'm just wondering, 78 points, obviously an incredible offensive outing. How can you guys as an offensive unit maintain perspective and, not get ahead of yourselves after that performance?
Like I said, just stay humble. Each week, you never know what someone's going to bring. Like last year with Weber, we kind of overhead of ourselves, but this year we had to focus on the main goal this year and just treat everyone with respect.
Terrell, do you have personal thoughts back to last year in the Air Force game when you got in some? I guess I didn't look at and see any stats in the game last year, but you remember playing against them and what it was like against their defense? It's been really good so far this year.
It's been last year was a good game against them. It was a fourth down, I believe. I have a little shovel pass against them and took it to the house, so it felt good. But this year, I'm pretty sure they're going to want a rematch, so it's going to be a good game out there and fun environment.